Right here on Power 102 FM, and this program is being brought to you through the kind compliments of the Ministry of Community Development and Gender Affairs and the Embassy of the Kingdom and the Netherlands. Now, tonight, as you heard in the promo, we have a very interesting show, and we have our, as usual, Natasha is in with us this evening. She's in the country.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. And
Good night,
CG.
I'm here, yes.
And CG is with us, and of course we have a regular now to our studio. Beverly is back again
Beverly's
with
here.
us.
Good night, listeners.
From
Good night, God.
Shocking
Good night,
out in her.
Natasha.
If you see this lady, I have to say this. This lady is dressed to the max. She have on the bright Hawaiian kind of shirt that they wear now with the baby blue. She have the rag to match and the shoes to match. If you can believe that. I had to say that because
I thought she was a Cuban doctor.
Trust me, she just so cool. I don't know how the young people are saying it, fat or cool or whatever, but she on.
Yeah, she ain't blinging.
She blinging.
She blinging, yeah.
Alright, she blinging.
She licking.
Okay,
Right.
and coming all the way from Point 410, Serenity Place is Anna, our special guest this evening. Good evening, Anna.
Good evening, Mr. Good evening, Natasha.
Come closer. I know you're a little bit nervous. It's the first time on radio, but don't worry. The Power 102 listeners very supportive, and you can be assured that you're in safe hands. Right, so before we get started with Anna.
Before you do that, let me mention that tonight is our 25th program.
25th program.
Number 25, and today's the 25th. So
yes.
let's hope that we keep going from strength to strength and reach 100.
Oh yes.
We will.
Thank God for that. God is good. Right, let's get right into Anna. Anna, good evening again.
Good evening, God.
Now, as you know the program, and you are here tonight to help, not to put you on the spot actually, but it's sharing, and we share our experience just like I share mine, so that we can help other people. And this is what you'll be doing tonight, because believe me, we have a lot of people out there that you can help by giving your testimony. So we'd like to thank you for coming. Natasha, I think you should lead off.
You think I should lead off?
Yes.
Well,
Ladies
usually
first.
what we do is try to get a holistic picture of people's lives. We start from the beginning. Tell us where you grew up and where you went to school and stuff like that.
Well, I grew up in Diego Martin, basically. And I went to Sacred Heart Girls RC, and then I went to St. Dominic's Convent in Barataria. And from there, I just kind of took off.
Was it a peaceful, happy, tumultuous childhood? What sort of childhood experience did you have?
It was more or less peaceful, happy. I grew up in a house where I had both my parents. I have two brothers, and I grew up more or less in a home where there was love and
Right.
everything, basically.
So where did then drugs come into play in terms of?
Now,
drugs.
before you answer that, I
Sorry,
think something
okay.
that is very significant here is that there's this myth that people come from dysfunctional homes.
Correct.
When they use drugs, and sometimes you come from a normal nuclear family,
home.
normal
Yes,
family,
Yes.
and it
Yeah,
happens.
loving drugs. Yes.
So you can tell us. Go ahead.
When was the first time? How were you introduced?
I first used drugs when I left school. That was St. Dominic's Convent. In fifth form, after exams, a friend said, "Hey, you ever tried marijuana?" And I said, "No." You say, "Well, look, I have some. Let's try it." So,
After exam.
After exams.
Good. Go ahead.
So I more or less tried it and said, but nothing happened here. So she said, well, we had to try it again. And that's how it started. We started to get a little high and that kind of thing.
Now, this is an acquaintance that you trusted.
Yes, was a friend from school. We kind of went through all the forms in school from Form 1 to Form 5.
Okay. Now, you notice I use the word acquaintance and
Yes.
a friend.
Okay,
You
fair
know,
enough.
because,
But she was
What
a
kind
friend.
of friend?
Yeah,
Well,
well,
At
yeah.
that time, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, at
it
that
was
time.
But
friend.
right now I see it as an acquaintance.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So you started off with marijuana.
Yes.
And how did it progress to?
Well, I smoked marijuana for quite a few years after that, just marijuana. And then I started drinking beers. And I was on beers and marijuana for a few years until I started working at Nilamasi, and then I went on to Trackmark. And from there, I started getting into more drugs, and I thought about using cocaine. At that time, cocaine was in the straw, and we used to get it in powdered form, and I used to snort cocaine and that kind of thing. I remember snorting cocaine at work.
At work.
Yeah, I used to leave my desk and go and use and come back and function normally.
Hello. Just a minute. Now, your position you held. This is where, Neil and Massey?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so and the position you held there was what?
Sales clerk on the counter.
Okay, and then you left at what intervals? Because it rang a bell, by you saying that it rang a bell, so that's why I'm asking. At what interval you?
Well, we used to have a break at 10, maybe 10:15 in the morning, and then I'd do it then and come back, and probably another half an hour after that I'd probably go and take a snort again and come back, and that's how it went on for a few years.
Now, how did you relate to your co-workers? How was your performance on work?
Normal, because nobody knew.
Okay.
They didn't show
Or
that they
suspect.
knew. They didn't suspect or anything like that. It's only when I told them that they knew,
Okay.
kind of thing, you know.
So you told them you had a problem.
No, actually, I had a friend who we got close at work, and she started to recognize something was wrong, and then I said, you think something is wrong, and I'll show you what's wrong, and then she used to sit in with me and watch me do it.
So you said you snorted
Yes.
first. Now, did this affect, because I overheard in a conversation, and then one time I read in a book that when you snort, it damages your nose. Sometimes you bleed through your nostril a lot. And did that ever happen to you?
No, that never happened to me, but I know of people that it has happened to. Actually, I have a cousin who has had a nose job done
Because of snorting.
because of that.
So what you're saying is it affects people in different ways.
Yes, I think so. Because it didn't affect me.
Okay. So then, I mean, this is interesting because then you're working for a company, and you the person who I would meet if I come into Nilamasi and say good morning, how are you? And now, how did you relate to the customers?
I was quite good, actually, and they loved me. They don't want to go to anybody else. They
model
used to love
employee.
to come at me, you know, because I was always so friendly. I was courteous, you know, I was polite. I would always be willing to help.
Right.
That's me, basically.
Okay.
So nothing changed where I was concerned.
Okay. So you went on, and it progressed. Of course, the disease progressed.
Yes, it did.
And so, what made you leave Nilamasi?
Nilamasi merged with Trackmark after a few years, and I took voluntary retrenchment, and I went away and I came back, and I went back to Trackmark at the time. And at that time I wasn't using, because at one point I had stopped using cocaine. I said, you know, I got up one morning and I said, hey, I had enough of this, and I just didn't use for about 5 years. And then I just went back into it. But while I was at Trackmark, I was smoking marijuana only. I was not on cocaine at the time. And I used to go to work high. I used to drive my car from home to work, smoking a joint. I would leave at lunchtime and go and smoke a joint and come back. And, you know, it was...
Was there any assistance that was offered to you, just in general to employees, in terms of an employee assistance program or anything like that?
No, that was never introduced. That was introduced late.
Recently.
Yeah, before I was able to get help. That came in very, very late.
And that's an important point. I think a lot of people are instituting that sort of program now because
yes.
they recognize
EAPs,
the value of their
Yeah.
workforce. But
Yeah.
that is something that employers should offer to their employees as a general, standard of work. That if you need help, you should be able to seek it there, if nowhere else.
I agree with you, because there are a lot of people out there who need the help.
Exactly. But
People that you would not even suspect.
correct.
Of course, we
You
know.
know?
Of course, you would never guess. I'm sure people who probably would have seen you there would never have guessed
This
that
is
you were
it.
using at
This
the
is
time. So when you were working at Nilamasi, were you at home or were you on your own?
Yes, I was at home for a while, and then I moved out. I was on my own, and then I went back home and stuff like that.
Home is where that's with family, mother
Yeah,
and
my
father.
mother, my father.
Did they suspect anything?
No, they only knew I was smoking marijuana. They did not know about the cocaine. And it's only recently, actually, within the last 10, 15 years, my mother knows about the cocaine. Because I told her, and she was like, shocked, totally shocked. You've been doing that? That kind of thing, and it got worse.
How was?
When I left Trackmark, I went into cocaine heavy. At this time, it was crack.
Okay.
And this was something that I did not know about. I did not know about buying a little bowl and that kind of thing and smoking it on a stem and stuff like that. I did not know about it, so I was introduced to that. Anyhow, when I started to smoke it in foil.
Okay.
And then somebody told me, hey, they have a better way to do this. And then I elevated to the apparatus.
Pipe.
Yes. And, that's when things got kind of out of hand. I joined a security company after a while as well. And I think I really went haywire at that company.
Okay.
Because I was more or less on my own out there.
In the field.
Yeah. I was a driver and I
A lot of time to yourself.
Yes.
To-
So, I used to go and buy it while I'm on duty and that kind of thing and smoke it while I'm on duty, and it really got bad.
Did you ever, let's say, how did you manage with the money part of it? Because it's an expensive habit. So how did you manage that?
That is where things started to go haywire while at the security company, because I started to interfere with people's money.
Okay.
And, I really felt bad about that. And
Yeah.
I made a decision there that I need to stop this. And I stopped working. I didn't think of stopping smoking.
So that was right. Stop working. Yeah. I mean,
this is
it
how
makes
it
sense.
went. I'm being
Yeah.
honest here.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
Wow.
So you're going to tell
how-
us, when we come back, we're going to take a short break,
Right.
take a bite. Remember, this program has been brought to you through the kind compliments of the Ministry of Community Development and Gender Affairs and the Embassy of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. We'll be right back. Right.
Kids who say they learn a lot about drugs at home are less likely to use. So talk to your kids. A little of your time can make a lifetime of difference.
This message is brought to you by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. For more information, visit our website at www.unodc.org.
Yes, welcome back. Natasha found that strange that she
Yeah,
rather stop
because-
work than...
Because
you know-
I mean, I would think that would be one of at least a solid source of income for you to use. So it's well, I suppose. Well, you tell us why you chose that option.
At that time on the job, what used to happen was that I would go to work like tonight, and I would still be at work 2 days from now. So I started to get a little frustrated where that was concerned, because the relief was a problem for me.
Relief, right.
So it used to be doubles and triples and that kind of thing. And, I started to get frustrated where that was concerned. So I said, hey, I can't do these two things together.
Right.
I need to rest too, because I'm smoking. While I'm on a triple here, I am smoking triple time too.
Right.
Right.
So I used to say, well, this is what keeping me going, that kind of thing. And then I said, look, I can't do this no more, because my body started to shut down.
Did you have a
Literally shut
firearm?
down. No, I didn't have a
Okay.
firearm.
Okay, thank God.
Thank God for that. Yes,
Yes,
I
yes.
agree with you.
Yeah, so you stopped working?
Yes, I stopped
And
working.
What you did?
By that time, my father died. My father went to the States. My mother was in the States all this time, and my father went up and he came back and he died. And I found that this frustrated me some more. And I just kind of went into my own self where I was concerned, and I don't know, I just found money.
Now, there's a saying, if you don't want to, you don't have to, reveal, but there's a saying that men, we run out of things to sell,
Yes.
but a woman always has something to sell.
That was a big problem for me,
Why is that?
because I did not grow up that way, and I found that hard to do, because as I
There's
used
never
to
an
be
option.
outside there, and I've seen females doing what they have to do to get drugs, and I used to have a big problem with it, and people used to be saying, well, you feel you different or something, you feel you special or some kind of thing.
Right.
And I just used to watch them and laugh, because I used to feel I'm not doing that. Before I went into Serenity Place, I found myself doing some of it
Okay. That's how
Because-
long ago we're talking about?
a year ago,
Okay, right.
because I thought, maybe this is what it is about. Maybe
Yeah.
I should see what it is they're doing to get the drug and that
Yeah,
kind
because
of
I'll
thing.
tell you something. Right now, these drug pushers, they're trying their best to get young ladies, especially coming out of school, hooked on crack. And these women, when they get them hooked on crack, they know that they cannot afford it. So
they have a
in
show.
return, they have favors. So what I understand, I'm talking about young girls now coming out of school. They would have 3 or 4 of them together. Look at them, have fun among themselves in a bedroom. Sometimes they have their way with them because these young ladies only want crack in return
Yeah.
for the sexual favor. So, I mean, it's nothing that is hidden. The public has to know. This
Yes.
goes on. And you see, yours took a sort of a trend. As I said when we just started this program, that your child could be as decent as ever. You could grow up your child with all the values in the world. And just that one influential friend at school or even at work who they admire, especially somebody who growing up with low self-esteem and wants to belong to a group and wants to just admire how a friend operates, and he would encourage them to do it. And it starts like that, very easy. So go ahead.
Coming down to the last of my days of using, there was a pusher who actually wanted to be my pimp.
Oh, is that right?
And at that point in time, what I did was I stole his drugs and I left. And I walked home. And that was
Okay.
the end of my smoking. At that point in time, And besides all of that, when my father died, I decided, well, they have nobody out here for me anymore, so best I just go haywire. My mom was in the States. My 2 brothers were married and they have their own lives to live and that kind of thing. So I say, hey,
So nobody looked after you, nobody looked for you,
No.
nobody cared to
No.
find where you are.
no, because they all thought, well, I just do what I want to do anyhow. So,
Oh, you that kind of person all along.
yes.
Very, headstrong and rebellious kind of
Yes.
personality.
You're the rebel in the family.
Yes.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
yeah. No, I mean, it's a pattern, we see a pattern developing here because, go ahead.
That's how I grew up. That's how I was. I was always trying to compete with my brothers. Basically, that's what I did. So, whatever they did, I wanted to do too.
Right.
And sometimes I would master what they did.
Okay.
So,
Now we talk about a nuclear blast. I know what my nuclear blast was. That helped me to turn right around. Now, have you ever been, let's say, in any dangerous situation, somebody try to steal your drugs from you, or, you owe a pusher, so he decide to shoot you or stab you or beat you up or whatever. Have you ever been in a situation like that?
but that's what stopped me from smoking. I stole a pusher's drugs and left.
And he found you.
No, he didn't find me. I left before he did. But I just want to let you know that I lost the drugs too.
Because somebody took it from you.
No, it fell.
Okay.
And I did not even want to stay to look for it. And I just left. That's how it went with me.
Okay.
And I got really scared at that point, and then I said, hey, I had enough of this because I really wanted to stop smoking. And I did not like smoking, because what was happening with me was that I had stopped getting high. I started to get, I don't know, I seem to think it was wise, because I would sit down and watch people smoking and catch the symptoms and that kind of thing and laugh. I would actually look at them in their faces and laugh, and a couple people pull cutlasses and guns and things to shoot me because I'm laughing at them.
Okay.
So, I started to get really scared. And I say, hey, time for me to get out of this.
So symptoms. What about symptoms? You used to get a lot
That's
of them?
something that I never used to get. I've seen people do all kind of stupidness with their symptoms, and people's faces change, and they do all kind of antics and things with their faces and their bodies and things. And I never got those things.
Okay.
Okay.
So
all these
what about
things-
smoking home and the crack finish, and you're going on your knees, hands and knees now looking
I
in
never
the
did that.
carpet?
I never
Okay.
did that.
I did
What
that.
I did was get up
I
and
did that.
put on clothes and leave and go and look for it.
Okay.
To come back home and do it all over again. That's what I did.
Yeah. No, that
That's
sounds
a
amazing,
reality,
Yeah, that song. But you see, I mean, you smoking, I know it finish,
Yes. And
But-
you're searching all
Yeah,
over all of the ground.
everything on
under
the ground look
bed,
that look
under the
white.
Table.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
what I used to do is I would buy $200 worth of drugs. And when I started to smoke, I would pelt little pieces all over my room. And when it's finished, what I want to use now, don't laugh at me. What I was using when that was finished, I would say, I remember
I know I
a
fling
piece over
one
there, and
there.
I would go straight there and get it.
Okay.
You know, so I didn't get the symptoms about going down and looking and that kind of
You
thing.
knew exactly where
I
it
knew
was.
exactly where it was.
But how long would that last though? That $200 worth. How long
Sometimes
would it
I would start to smoke like 7, 8 in the night, and 5, 6 o'clock in the morning I'm still smoking.
last? Wow.
And you know, by then if I'm feeling tired, I might probably sleep. Or I'd probably just go again and get some more and come back and go like maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And one time I went for 2 weeks straight, smoking. Morning into night, into morning into night, for 2 weeks.
So where would you be during that 2 weeks? Where exactly would
At
you
the
be?
time when I did that, I was out in the streets. I was in a cemetery. I ate nothing for those 2 weeks. I did not sleep. I did not drink. I did not do anything but smoke.
And how come, wait, how, but I'm just amazed because if a human being, cocaine can keep you alive for 2 weeks without food or water.
I am here. I
That's
am
amazing.
here.
What this thing having it so that, I mean, that
It's
your
a
body is not going to
stimulant.
It's a
shut
stimulant.
down.
Remember,
Yes.
cocaine is an upper.
Yeah.
And once you this is, remember I told you in studying for exam, that is what kept me up in the night. So you know, it's like it increases the every amplifies everything, you know. And this is why. Now you say you will go and buy $200 one time.
Yeah.
Now, what I used to do is that I have $200. Now I don't want to spend all, so I feel, well, just buying 2 would be enough. So I would buy 2 and go home with it. And when that is finished, just put my shoes right back on and go back and buy
again
2
and
more.
buy 2 more.
And then come back home and do the same thing, and then go back and buy 2 more instead of buying the $200 one time, because I know I'll spend the $200 eventually.
Yeah.
You know, so she buying it one time, and so this is why you'll find that you always hear the rubber slippers dragging in the road in the night going up the road, because I mean, let's face it, you know, is it what causes the traffic back and
Yes,
forth. So
yes.
this is why you could go and call a pusher at 3 o'clock in the morning,
Yes.
and he
Any
will
hour,
get up
any hour.
any hour.
Yeah.
You know, the drugs is available 24/7. So it's something that the pusher, he actually, I don't know, them pushers don't make it out either, because if like one pusher would be selling by himself, and he would actually be getting
Whole
up
day and
3,
whole night,
4 in the
he'll be,
morning,
yeah,
5 in the
yeah.
morning, you know, and maybe he sleep until 10 and then get up and do the same thing again, you know, especially a pusher that not using. So, you know, if you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Anna on the Power of Dependency. In the studio with us is Anna and Miss Beverly Morson from the Serenity Place, and we like to remind you that this program is being brought to you through the kind compliments of the Ministry of the Community Development and Gender Affairs and the Embassy of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. We're going to take a bite. We're going to be right back with more of Anna.
Some parents never talk to their kids about drugs. Talk to us. Explain why we shouldn't use them. Don't leave us guessing. Help us make the right decision.
Kids who say they learn a lot about drugs at home are less likely to use. So talk to your kids. A little of your time can make a lifetime of difference. This message is brought to you by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. For more information, visit our website at www.unodc.org.
Okay, welcome back. And we're going to be opening the lines in a while. Just before that, let's find out now, how did you decide to go to Serenity Place when you met Beverly for the first time?
Well, remember me telling you about me stealing a pusher's drugs
Yes.
and going home? Well, I walked from where I was to home, which was about 2 miles. And on the way home, I saw a friend who I know for quite a few years, and she asked me, what happened to you? Look at how you're looking. And I said, well, don't ask me nothing right now. I'm hungry, feed me, and I will tell you a story that's going to make you laugh, and going to cry, and going to do everything that you could do in the next half an hour. But just feed me, I'm hungry. And that's how it went. And I told her what I was doing and where I was, she was shocked. And she said, don't tell me you want me to help you and you know you're not serious. And I said, yeah, I'm serious. And she said, well, I'm in a position to help you because she has a brother who is a drug addict and he's been in and out of rehabs and that kind of thing. So she knows what it is about. And she didn't believe me at first, but when I started to tell her, I said, but, when I started to tell her that this thing is serious and I think I had enough of smoking and that kind of thing, she said, well, okay. Tomorrow, I will see what I can do for you, but just go home and have a shower and take a rest and that kind of thing. And I didn't even go home. I went opposite to where home was because home is another story. My brother and his wife and her children, and I have a little problem with her, my sister-in-law, and we've always been fighting on and off and that kind of thing, and I prefer not deal with that. So I went opposite to where I lived, and I stayed there for 2 weeks before this lady was able to help me. And then she says, well, the next day she came and she said that Rebirth House does not take females anymore, so we're going to have to try and find something else for you. And then 2 weeks after, well, one day before 2 weeks after, she came and said, get yourself ready, you're going to Point. I said, where? She said, you're going to Point. I said, I've never been to Point in my life. She said, yes, but you're going to Point. You're going to spend 3 months. Your ass is, excuse my language, your ass is going down there. And, and she said, well, get yourself organized. They're coming for you tomorrow. I said, excuse me? That was a Friday. She said, they're coming for you tomorrow. I said, okay.
So is that you're ready or you're not?
This is it. She said, don't let me put myself in an embarrassing situation. Already call the people coming for you. Right. I said, okay, no problem.
So this is you she spoke with Beverly?
Yes. The
Okay.
lady called me and told me that she was sending.
Okay.
That if we could have come up for Anna.
Okay.
But this lady has been calling about Anna quite a while, ever so often, probably within 6 months, then 3 months. She had been calling and saying that she wanted, help for this person. I never knew it was Anna.
Okay.
And finally, she told me to come up and pick up Anna because Anna is ready. I told her, my first question to them is she ready? Did the person ask for help?
Yeah.
And she said, yes, the girl is really ready now.
Okay.
And so we went and
So how was that meeting like when you met her? How did it go? You didn't have to restrain her or anything?
No. Actually, she was very quiet and peaceful. She was into a book.
Okay.
She was hiding in a book, and she used the book to hide all the way to Point.
Okay.
Before we reached the Point, we had to go to Biparo, right, to drop off something to Garvin. And from there, we went to Point. But she hid in this book all the time.
Right.
And, ever so often, she would just look up and say, okay. If you say something to her, she would say, okay. And she just,
I don't know what was going through your head at that time, during that ride down to Point.
Before you answer, the lines are open, ladies and gentlemen. You can call us now at 900 Talk, 900-8255 or 627-6937.
Where the hell am I going? That's what I was saying. Where am I going? Am I really doing this? What is going to happen? That was it.
So there's a kind of anxiety.
Yeah.
There.
So you've been there a year now.
Yes, I have.
Hello, good evening. Hello.
Good evening, God.
Yes, good evening.
To your guest there.
How you doing?
Not too bad, boy. How are you?
Not bad at all, buddy.
God.
Yes, man.
I'm feeling so sad to hear how these people could be influenced to destroy their lives. We know that things that really evil is always so easily to be
Easily
also
accessible.
attractive,
Yes.
But it is so sad to know that these young people can allow that. And this girl who went to a good school and whatnot, and yet fall victim to this thing, man. It's very sad listening to this tonight.
Yes, brother, I know.
She giving her story, and because she has already experienced it.
Yes.
But listening to her story, boy, I feel real sad. And I really hope that no children that I know really fall victim of this.
But you see how easy it is.
Boy, it's very, very easy. Because you can't boast and say that.
Not my
child.
You can't say that.
Yes.
Because the fact is, it has who could be influenced.
That's right.
And that's the sad part of it.
Thank you very much for sharing.
You're
that with
welcome,
us.
man.
Okay. Hello, good evening.
Pleasant night.
Hey, what's up, my brother?
Hi there, how you doing?
Are you alright, Dad?
Once I hear a story on this program and thing, and it have fascination in it, it is have a little bit of spiritualism in it also.
Yes.
So, Miss Anna.
Anna?
Miss Anna, good night.
Good night.
Is your name really Anna or Hannah?
It's Anna.
Sorry, it's Anna.
It's Anna.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
You see, why I asked that, I have a sister, her name at that time of birth was Hannah. The person that the hands were healed by the urine from Jesus' diaper. I don't know if you're familiar with that piece of biblical text.
I am.
Jesus Christ, his diaper healed the hand of Hannah.
Yes.
But my sister don't like the H in the Hannah. So she said she likes Anna.
Okay.
So I was wondering if the sister probably had went through something like that also.
Okay.
So if so be it, what I'm saying to her now is that in your life, there is a spiritual part of your life that lives in you. And according to the strength that you have, the physical part or the material part of that same person, with the strength of the spiritual part, it's going to die. Like the guy I told last night, not last night, when the guy that said that he used to pray to die.
Yes.
He was pray to God to take his life.
Yes.
So that life was taken, but the life of the habit that was taken. So what I'm saying to Anna now is that if she had her name probably, because commonly you hardly find anything like that, majority of the time it's Hannah and it's spiritual. So that meaning now, your spiritual part of you was so strong still. Although you roll and tumble and duck and sidestep and chicken scratch and all kind of thing and Gary, but you started thank God now that you're still in this pair now, that you could talk tonight.
Yes, brother. Yes, Jaja.
How strong you is, because you're a very, very, very strong person.
Yes.
Because I see some women in the tongue. Let me tell you something. If they're 21, they look like 106. I'm serious. And I know you guys going to bear me over that.
Yes, Jaja, it's true.
And some men too. Some men too. Now, I tell you because I've been there. And I was about 1/3 of a minute degree away from the garbage can. Yes, I mean, and I never been to no rehabilitation place. Right where I'm calling from now is right where I sit one night in 1986. I said, Jaja, what are you doing after that? What are you doing after that? That is after I had 2 big 25. Right? And after that was my birthday, August 17th. And to this day, I thank God. So sister, I thank God for you. I thank God for your strength. And I hope that other sisters, they might be listening, but somebody else could tell them.
Yes.
And the lady who did that deed, and take that courage, because it's not easy to take a person or drug to say they can them all no way, no.
Yes, true.
All right, Jaja, we have another call.
Okay, brother. You have a blessed night.
Yes, Jaja, thanks. Hello, good evening.
Good evening to all you folks there tonight.
Yes, good evening. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Arima.
Welcome.
A regular one or two caller.
Yes.
Listen, I'm so glad that this lady was able to pick herself up.
Yes.
I am sad to know how easy people could fall into the ways of this thing. But what I want to ask that lady, you really felt that even the woman on the job who was watching you snort this thing, you think that was your friend? You really considered her your friend? Did she partake? What I want to know, she never partook in that drug activity.
Anna?
She didn't. No, she didn't partake. She just.
So what did she tell you? I mean, did you consider her your friend, and she never told you? Well, look, Anna, this is bad. This is,
Yeah. Did she ever tell you?
Did she ever say, you must not do this, girl? What? No.
Yes, she always said that, but she also said that if you're going to have to do this, if you feel you need to have to do this, I'm going to have to stay here and watch you in case you damage yourself and that kind of thing.
Well,
That's what she did.
No, I don't think she was friend enough. But what I want to ask you again, you said you were a driver.
Yes.
Well, it frightens me because sometimes I see so many crazy things going on the road, out on the road, and you try to wonder.
Makes you wonder.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. How did you feel when you do these things on the road? What sort of feeling you had? Did you have your nerves together to be able to control yourself properly on the road, or were you always a risk to others on the road?
I was always able to control myself on the road.
Never been in an accident.
The thing can be very, quick at your reflexes.
That was always it.
Well, good.
See how it affects different people in different ways?
Well, okay, I'm now saying, thank God for that, but it frightens me when I hear that people who doing it so regular and so often are on the road.
And you can imagine how much, eh?
You know?
Yes.
Okay, you
Thanks
take
a lot.
care.
Okay,
bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yes, the lines are open once again. You can call us at 900-TALK, 900-8255-627-6937.
That point about the driving is a serious point because I don't think, or I don't know whether police officers in Trinidad and Tobago stop people. 1 for drinking alcohol, 2 for smoking marijuana, 3 for smoking coke. If they stop you and they smell your breath is full of alcohol, what do? They give you a sobriety test?
No.
They give you a breathalyzer test? No. What do they do? I mean, I am positive that more than half of the accidents that are caused is because some of the drivers under the influence of something. You know what I mean? So.
Yes, we'd like to remind our listeners you're listening to The Power of Dependency, and we're speaking with Anna and Beverly from the Serenity Rehab Center for Women, and you can call us at 900-TALK, 900-8255 or 627-6937. Yes, Anna, so now that you're in Serenity Place, how is recovery going now?
Recovery is great. If someone had told me that this was going to be like this years ago, I would have done it.
So how many days, months you clean now?
Exactly 1 year.
1 year.
1 year.
You know.
Thanks.
Exactly 1 year.
1 year. And any flashbacks at all?
When you say flashbacks, like urges and
yes,
stuff
like urges, yeah.
Plenty. Almost every other day. And these days, like, they come more often, but I smile at them because to think of where I was to where I am at now, I can afford to smile.
Of course.
You know?
Of course.
I'm not overconfident with it, but I can smile now.
Right.
You know?
Because talking about urges, I remember one time I had a toothache and I had to take this, remember they say when you have toothache, you tell the dentist.
Yes, you let the dentist know.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, you know what? I often wonder if these things, have a genesis like in the spiritual realm or something like that, because, boy, I've seen so many people who've literally turned their lives around. I've seen enough people who go into treatment programs over and over and over again. As a matter of fact, I just came back here from New York City after about 37 years in New York City. I mean, you just see these things and you wonder, because, I mean, that she was able to do it on her own.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, through that program is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I think all that matters is the results, but sometimes I often wonder, boy, wow. I mean, this thing just hits some people so hard, and others...
Yes, it does, yes.
Others, they can,
just
smoke
walk away from it.
For 2 weeks,
yes,
and walk away from it for life. I mean,
right,
like, others have to spend 20 years, 40 years in the nonsense. I mean, like, boy, I don't know. Anyway, that was my contribution anyway.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you very, very much.
You see, hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Yes, sir, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from St. Joseph. I just want to say that, Anna, that, I have to give her a lot of respect. I think she has demonstrated will and to cure herself from this disease that a lot of young people out there going through now.
Yes.
I've never seen cocaine. I don't intend to see it.
Please don't.
I remember very early in my life, my parents telling me about the ills of marijuana. So I've never even smoked a cigarette.
Right.
But somehow or the other, I think we connect there, and I feel it for her.
Okay, brother.
And I feel it for a lot of the other people out there.
Yes,
and
brother.
It's that program that you're doing there. I think it's opening up a lot of people's eyes.
Yes.
I have kids, and while maybe I could stay away, I need to be in the know so that I could help my kids if I should see any indication that they may be going that way.
Okay, my brother. Thanks a lot. That's the reason for the program.
Following up on that gentleman's call and his comment, I wanted to ask Anna whether she had any preparation guidance from home or from school as to the dangers of drugs or the hazards of using drugs.
Once again, while I was in school, drugs was not a big issue as it is today.
Right.
It was not advertised and people were not campaigning against drugs, say no to drugs and stuff like that. When I was in school, it was nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
You know, when I was leaving school, drugs was the in thing.
Right.
You know?
That was what, the 70s?
Well,
I'm not trying to reveal your age, but I mean, just generally, we know the 70s was a period where drugs and sex and everything was flowing free like the breeze. So, 70s.
You're listening to Anna on the Power of Dependency from Serenity Place, and this program is being brought to you through the kind compliments of the Ministry of Community Development and Gender Affairs and the Embassy of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. We're going to take a bite. We're going to be right back with your calls.
I heard you were trying to buy some ecstasy.
So what? It's nothing.
I've seen what it's done to some of my friends. They get dizzy, their vision gets blurry. I even saw someone at a party go into convulsions.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Your younger sister looks up to you. She wants to be like you. Tell her the truth about drugs. This message is brought to you by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. For more information, visit our website at www.unodc.org.
Okay, welcome back. You can call us again. The lines are open. 900-TALK, 900-8255 or 627-6937. We're speaking with Anna and Beverly from the Serenity Rehab Center for Women. Anna, Beverly, tell us, when we have a call. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Faisabad.
Faisabad, welcome.
Yes. I want to ask Anna something.
Can you turn down your radio a bit, please?
Please. Thanks.
And like I say good night to all the clients at the Serenity Place Rehab Center. Yes, go ahead.
I want to ask Anna something. Anna, could you tell me that when you went to the cemetery, was it any way around where your father was buried?
Hold on. She didn't
The
hear
caller
you.
wants to know whether the cemetery that you were in, was it close to where your father was buried? Or was it the same cemetery or different?
No, it wasn't. My father was cremated, so there was no cemetery.
No chance of meeting him up there.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not a matter of meeting him up,
You thought it had a connection?
His spirituality. This girl is very, very strong. And she could be a great deal of help to other people.
Yes.
If we could get her, if she could go on lectures and get people. She's very, very strong. My girl, I commend you. God bless you. And I hope that you will never, 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 never be tempted. And I know sometimes it will come back to you. But just try to put God in front and all the people, good people you have with you. God bless you.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening.
Hi, good night.
Yes, ma'am, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Laventille.
Laventille, welcome.
Miss Anna.
Yep.
Good night.
Good night.
I'm very sorry to hear what is happening with you. And I want to thank God that you have taken a different step in your life, and I hope that you will continue to go from strength to strength. All the best. I hope you recognize this voice.
No, I don't. But thank you.
I hope I will get on to you sometime soon. Have a good friend. Bye-bye.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
calling.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling again.
She was having a little mic problem. Oh, okay.
And
It's off. Yeah, this one is off. Okay. Right, now I'm hearing now.
Good.
Okay, good.
Oh.
Right.
Anna went through the whole program, but Anna, you're good.
Hello, good evening. Hello. Yeah, Anna, you reacted. You answering question and you saying nothing. Yes, Beverly. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good evening. So where are you calling from?
From Piparo.
Piparo. Hey, what's up, Piparo?
Everything is okay. This is Lester, yeah?
Hey,
Lester, boy.
Uncle Lester. How you going, my brother?
I'm okay.
You behaving?
Yeah, of course I am.
Yeah, run away.
Yes.
Nah, I ain't going away.
Right.
So how are the folks down there?
Well, everybody's okay.
Good.
Hanging tough.
I'm not hearing them tonight. Were they sleeping or what?
Nah, they're down the hill.
Oh, they're down the hill.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got into the program, to tell Beverly that she's doing a wonderful work, and I really want to tell that young lady, Anna, to keep up the faith, what I mean, and it'd be so hard when they're outside and they see these young ladies, So hard for them to accept recovery.
Yes.
And here you see one, trying to fight it, I want to wish her the well best, I hope that she continue to taking the program, because it's really harder for a lady to go through this program.
Yes, it is. Yes, Lester. Thanks
you.
a lot, my brother.
Okay, man.
And how is mom? You heard from mom at all?
Yeah, she's okay.
All right.
Yes, and Steve said good night, Ricky.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Okay. Take care. Where's Garvin? Where's Garvin? I go to Garvin.
Hello?
Yeah, where's Garvin?
Hold on a second, please.
Hold on a second. I guess he couldn't get Garvin, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
good evening, guys. Good evening,
Garvin.
panel.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. A little tired, but fine. You know.
Right. I could understand, brother.
Yeah, so how things?
Just cool. Well, I mean, you hear we chatting with Anna and
Yes,
how great she has been doing.
Yes, Anna has been and is one of our success stories at Serenity.
Right.
Okay.
You know, she has really come a long way, made a big turnaround in her life.
Right.
You know, and she is now an inspiration to women out there who thinking twice and 3 times about coming to our program. It works.
Yes.
You know, and we know how difficult it is for women to access programs because of all the barriers, stigma and everything else.
Yes.
You know, but you know, it's possible, and that is the important thing. Once you could find within yourself the desire to seek recovery, just know that recovery is possible, you know.
Yes.
And if they could just, I suppose, get that kind of mindset, you know, some of them will make it through the gates and come into the program. You know?
Yes, brother Garvin.
Yeah.
And of course, your wife is doing a wonderful job also. You know.
Well, my wife is 10 people in one.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, literally, yeah, because she's a big woman. I was in Beverly coming here just now. Beverly had to be the safest woman walking this.
Yeah, she's really a tower strength, you know.
Yes, she is.
In people's lives and in my own life, she's a tremendous support, you know. And I don't know what I'll do without her.
Yeah, but how you all make it out? She's in Point, you in Piparo.
Well,
when you all see each other?
That's we have understanding.
That's a whole other story. That's another next thing.
And that's another station another time.
Right. Okay, Gavin, thanks a lot for calling.
Welcome, God.
Take care, man. Yeah, hello, good evening.
Hello, good night.
Yes, ma'am, where are you calling from?
Cocorate.
Welcome.
Anna, good night.
Good night.
Keep up the faith, and God bless you. He has created you for a purpose
That's
on
right.
this earth.
That's right.
And I am happy that you are seeing about yourself, and I want you to keep it up. Sometimes I watch young people in the world walking and they look so old, and I wonder why they look so old. I do not know whether it's the diet or if it's drugs or what they are doing. But God bless him to you, and you are inspiration to the young people.
That's
May
right.
God bless you. Good night.
Thank you very much, Kokori. Thank you. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, God.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yeah, congratulations on another good program.
Thank you very much.
I like to say,
This Cookie, eh?
yeah, Cookie.
Yes.
From your mother's home.
Yes, I know. Good night, Miss
She
Sinclair.
said she wishes, but she's not at home.
Oh, she at home? Okay.
She said she wishes, ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to encourage as Anna.
Yes.
And also Beverly.
Thank
you. These are two strong women you have there, boy.
Yes, for real.
The Lord have great work for them to do.
Yes.
I enjoy all their programs.
Thank you, Selvan.
The thing I'm interested in is they will call it the nuclear blast.
The nuclear blast, yes.
Yeah, very interesting. It is amazing how the spirit forces working to get these people out and also to keep them in. The evil one is keeping them in.
Yes.
And the spiritual one is getting them out.
Yes, brother.
All right, keep up the good work.
Okay, thank you very
I'll
much.
call again. All right.
Okay, Anna, you pray?
Yes, I do.
You pray?
Yes, I do. No, I do. Well, for
Okay.
the past year.
Yeah. No, Beverly, tell us, before we coming close to wrap-up time, tell us, what is it like when Anna gets into the rehab center, what the first thing happens? And, oh, by the way, the number for Serenity Place is 648-5454, 648-5454, or 765-1192. You know somebody with a problem and they need help and they ask for help, you can call a female, that is, because this is a rehab center for women. What happens when you take the client into the rehab center?
Okay, what we have is a therapeutic community setting, and when a client comes in, she sits on a chair, right? She's put to sit on a chair, awaiting her emotional interview. Okay, and she sits on the chair for about, let's say, about 15 minutes to half an hour, and according to what is happening at the time. If probably sometimes dinner or lunch is being prepared, so she's gonna wait until, and then we choose at least 3 residents, a senior one, 2 senior ones, and 1 that is junior, to do an emotional interview. Now these are the residents she has to go and live with, so they are the ones who have to, talk with her, ask her questions to find out. Okay, let's see her motivation level, if she really wants to be in the program, and that kind of thing. So she's going to be, interviewed by them together with me. And after that interview, once that interview is successful, meaning that we recognize that, yes, this person is really crying out for help, she really wants help, we appoint her big sister, what you call a big sister, who she would be with for the next 2 weeks.
Right.
She's not allowed to be anywhere else without this big sister. Okay. And if the interview, however, is not successful, we recognize that the person has, terrible attitude and that kind of thing. We ask them to sit on the chair and do the interview over the next day. Okay, so it means that they're not yet into the family. They're only into the family when they have come through the interview successfully.
So do you go through a detoxification period also?
Well, depending on how the client comes in. Sometimes some clients comes in crash. When I say crash, they all high and they're in a mess and they can't function. They can't sit to have any interview.
Right.
A client like that, we would allow to have a shower and take a bed and sleep sleep it off. Maybe the next day or according to how crash or the day after, then we do the interview. Okay. If a client comes in and probably she's a day old, in recovery or 2 days, then she doesn't need that kind of detox, so she can go through the interview, right? Because then we're not going to be hearing from the drug, we're going to be hearing from her, so she can go through the interview. And then we have, once the client passed through the interview successfully and she has been appointed her big sister and all that, the next step is that she's on to the full program, which is a routine that starts at 5:30 in the morning and ends at 8 p.m. at night. Well, not 8, 9 p.m. Okay, because we have the sessions right through the day with breaks in between,
Right. So what you're saying, as far as you see, how many in-house clients you have right now?
Right now, 6.
6 in-house clients, and they're all doing great?
All of them, yes. We have all of them there over 4 months. Over 3 months, rather.
Okay, so what's the length of time that a client is allowed to stay in the center?
Well, up to a year, 6 months, a year and 6 months, 2 years. Because the program is not about time, it's about readiness. It's when the client is ready. They differ from client to client because, one person might be ready within 3 months, 3 to 4 months, another might take 6, another might take a year. It depends on the individual and what she put in, how motivated she is to stay in the program. Some of them we have to push, we have to help, we have to nurture, So it all depends on the individual. But most of all is...
I think we have a call. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Hello. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Where are you calling from?
Behind the bridge.
Hey, what's up, my brother?
Afternoon, Papa.
Are you alright? I didn't forget you, don't worry.
Alright.
But I know you'll call in, so...
I want to tell the young lady, how successful she was getting all this job. And I would like her to take a walk on Frederick Street and Prince Street. And she'll see a slim, dark lady that's lying down on the pavement there in the morning time. This young lady, she's not young again, she's about over 40. She was a beauty, a dark, slim lady. She was beautiful. Cocaine have her lying down on that pavement. And you know what hurt me? That lady still smoking cocaine. When she hustle money on the road from people, she find herself in the ghetto. And I want to know what Kushama to take that woman money.
Yes, sir.
This woman is like a vagrant. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, Pusha is a heartless fella.
He's heartless, and not she alone,
All he concerned about is his money.
Vagrant people, they're taking money from him.
Yes.
Some of them getting them big stones, fighting, kills, kind of thing in that place.
Yes.
So I would like her to take a walk, because I have other women who want to stop taking this cocaine, and they see what it's doing to them.
Yes.
So God organized a little crew pass on Frederick Street and Prince Street by this one, no one flower.
Yes.
And you will see that lady lying down there. She was a queen, a beauty queen. And she is staging today. Right, Papa?
All right, Papa.
So, Mom, I would like you to spread the word around, stay strong, and God open some program that will look at growing and help them people.
Yes, my brother. Okay.
Right, Papa?
Okay,
Yes.
Papa.
All right, have a nice day.
Yes, man. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we are out of time, and a final thought. What have we learned here tonight? We've learned that you could come from a dysfunctional home, or you could come from a very good home, and end up in the same Callaloo.
Exactly, in the same pot.
In the same pot. Your child is not exempt, ladies and gentlemen.
True.
Never adopt this attitude, not my child. Speak
True.
to your children.
Mhm.
Find out, be your children's friend, and find out what it is going on with them, because before it's too late, and mind you, it's always too late sometimes when they're already full blown.
I got before you wrap up.
Yeah.
We got a lot of calls off here. People calling from Tobago and want to know when they're coming up to Tobago. So.
Yes. Very good question, and I have to hook up with Mr. George Leacock.
Yep.
For him to organize for us to come across there, because George is the mayor of Tobago, so we have to. So we have to hook up with George, but we'll be going to Tobago also, and we're going to Guayguayari, and we're going down by Beverly in Point, and we're going to Piparo, and we're going to be going all over. We just want to keep spreading this word. All those who have not started as yet, we try to keep them away from it.
Yes, don't start.
And all those who on, once you're ready, we're ready to help.
Yes.
Anna, we'd like to expressly thank you very, very, very much for coming and sharing this and helping other people tonight.
Yeah.
Beverly?
Thank you, God.
As
Thank you very
always.
much. I just want to say that I'm 1 day away from 12 years in recovery. Tomorrow.
So yes. So tomorrow, please God is 12.
12 years.
Thank God, Jesus.
Yes,
Natasha?
I have to thank God and all the people who were inspirational, who were supportive, and who have been there for me.
Yes.
I want to say thank you.
Well, thanks again to Anna for coming and sharing
Thank you.
your interesting and experience with us. Again, Beverly, as usual, thanks for your input.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
I don't know what else to say.
You lost for words.
Just keep Anna safe, right?
Of course.
And all the other clients at the Serenity Place.
Actually, Anna has expressed her interest in wanting to stay in the field. So that's one of the reasons why she's still with us.
Okay.
Because she wants to get
help
in.
others
Yes.
now. Right. That's great. Yeah. God keep us here for a reason, Anna. Trust me.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you once again for joining us this evening. And next week's program, I'll be...
Special?
Yes, a special. It's a birthday special.
What?
I have a very... Now, people have been asking me over and over, when are you going to tell your story? So, next week, please, God, it's by God's grace I've managed to celebrate another birthday. And
how much years?
You mean how old I am?
No, how much years?
I'll be 12 years clean.
12 years.
Yeah, December I'll be 30. But thank God for being here. And I'm going to tell the story from 1982. That's when I joined the military. And I know a lot of people anxious to hear how that was, what happened, and how I've reached to be doing a program like this.
Yes.
And believe me, next week, please God, I'm sending a
Will
strong
all be
message.
revealed.
Yes, it will all be revealed.
Yes.
And it will be to help, and it's dedicated to the sailors and soldiers who were discharged from the regiment for crack addiction. So it will be a very interesting program, and I'll be here next week, God's willing, to share that with you. Good night, CG. Thanks a lot for sitting here with us. Trinidad and Tobago, have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Some parents never talk to their kids about drugs. Talk to us. Explain why we shouldn't use them. Don't leave us guessing. Help us make the right decision.
Kids who say they learn a lot about drugs at home are less likely to use. So talk to your kids. A little of your time can make a lifetime of difference. This message is brought to you by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. For more information, visit our website at www.unodc.org.
All right, there we go. Hey, Rosemary. As usual, you're sticking with us, and I thank you for that. This is just a teaser, though. A teaser to announce that we're going to be back and on the 5th of April. Please spread the word around for us, and let everyone know that we have a lot to say. It's a renewed our independency. And same time, 10 a.m. to 12 noon, same station, I-95.5. And we have a lot to share with you. This experience has been an eye-opener for us. And we have a lot of questions to ask. And I hope we can have some answers to the questions that we have to ask. Because it has been an interesting journey. And before I go, I want to say congratulations to Beverly Morson of Serenity Place Empowerment Center for Women. They celebrated 30 years this month, and recognizing International Women's Month, as I-95 have been doing, we have a lot of people to as well, highlight, especially my co-host. There are a lot of work that a lot of women have been doing that has been, just falling by the wayside. So, and yes, Rosemary, you're going to be hearing about Daniel too. We have a feature with him coming up. So you're going to be hearing about him too as well. But all in all, we are really happy that there's a door that's going to be open for us once again so that we could continue the work that we started. It's very important work. We know that. And right now, the drug situation, especially with our young children, and I call them children, because that's what they are, children, has been very bad. A lot of children now are ending up in our mental institutions, and people are still trying to find out why. But we have been doing the research. So Independency will be back with a renewed vigor, renewed programming, renewed features, and everything that we are noted for. So spread the word, get everybody back involved. Those of you who missed us and keep asking and sending out requests and queries and all of that, we are still here. We are still here, and we are going to keep going. We are going to keep educating you and keeping you informed and up to date. So those of you, our loyal supporters, we thank you so much for your belief and your love for us. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So on behalf of Natasha and I want to have a good week. And remember, spread the word. Independency will be back from Sunday the 5th of April. You all take care and be good.